Today, I am going to be explaining how I hit 99 overall and got max badges in one day. But first, if you're looking for somebody to grind your badges, hit up Elite Badge Grinding. They're super fast and 100% legit. Click their links in the description and let them know Hambo sent you. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We're so close to 10K, and if you are already subscribed, let me know in the comment section so I can really see who's rocking with me. Pretty much, if you don't know, the fastest way to grind badges and hit 99 overall is through the rooftop games on next gen. I'm going to talk about current gen a little bit later in the video, but for now, we're going to focus on next gen. Additionally, I'm going to give you guys a little glitch to repeat these challenges infinite times. This way, you never run out of games. I already made a video explaining these challenges. However, I felt like I need to make this video because that video was missing a ton of information. And also, I want to update a lot of the stuff from the previous video, give you guys updated badge methods for guards and big men, and as well teach you guys exactly how overpowered these challenges are. So something I didn't entirely explain is how to actually get these quests. Some of you guys might already have the quest. It should be called Meet the Hoopers, I think. But a lot of you guys actually won't have it yet. So first, you do just need to play one My Career game, and then it should pop up. The quest will pretty much prompt you to talk to Ricky, and then you're good after that. I'd recommend viewing the nights. This is vital for the glitch or the method. It just speeds up the process a ton. Then you can pretty much go over to the rooftop courts. It's right here on the map for the nights. Once you do this, you're pretty much good to go. Go inside and talk to this guy. You'll be launched into a cutscene that you can go ahead and skip. And then I guess you have to talk to him again for some reason. After the second time, you will be able to select your teammate. If you're a guard, I would recommend selecting at least 2 big men for a variety of reasons. First off, you need people to throw lobs to. Second, you will be guarded by other guards, making it easier to dunk and shoot over them. And finally, since they are another guard, you can go for blitz steals and blocks will be a lot easier. If you're a big or a forward, it doesn't matter as much, but I'd still recommend selecting at least 1 big man. After you press start game, a lot of people just get confused and give up. During this time, you'll be put into what seems like an infinite loading screen, and honestly, you just have to wait for it to go away, and eventually you'll be put back onto the court. For a lot of people after this, you just have to wait like 2 to 3 minutes. However, for some people such as me, you actually have to run onto the court like this and then the game will start. I hope this first part of the video helps you guys access the courts and solves any issues that you guys did have. These games will give you like 3 to 4 times progression, which is honestly crazy, and it's pretty much the only way I grinded my player. Now, after a lot of experimentation, this is the best way to grind each badge category for both bigs and guards. For finishing, I would recommend walking to around half court, do a crossover, and then speed boost if you're a guard. Pretty much every single time you should get an open dunk. This is honestly probably the easiest category to grind since you can get your dunk off after like the first 3 seconds of every single game. If you're a big man, you're going to want to run a wrap, preferably around the ball handler, then cut towards the basket and call for a lob. If you're a post scorer, you can do post hooks or standing dunks instead if you want to. For the shooting badge method, I pretty much use the exact same method as the previous video. You just need to equip the LeBron James or Damian Lillard size of escape package. Then go to around the midi area, do a step back, and you should consistently get open. Some badges that honestly make this process like 2 times easier is Hot Zone Hunter, Sniper, Deadeye, Lucky Number 7, and Volume Shooter. Especially those last 2 badges, because once I started using those, I was just making every white. If you're a big man, the best way to grind shooting badges is by doing post fades. This year, they give you a ton of progression, and it's almost easier to grind shooting badges as a big man this year. Now for playmaking, you can use the method from the previous video of just calling for a screen and then throwing a lob. This works very well, but my player has like no pass accuracy, so I can only complete lobs like 40% of the time. So what I began doing instead is just doing normal passes out of the pick and roll or pick and pop if you want to. Additionally, after like 9 points, they just start to double team you, which can open up some very easy passes. Something that I did notice is if you pass your teammate the ball, they'll make the shot like 50% of the time, even if they're 100% contested, which is honestly kinda OP. If you're a big man and you want to grind playmaking badges, the best way is by throwing outlet passes. So pretty much just get the rebound and then throw it down court. Finally, for defense. Okay, there's kind of 2 main methods and then some other things you should think about. All these things apply for both guards and big men. The first method is just going for blitz steals. Obviously, this works best for guards, but bigs can also do this. Pretty much whenever someone is dribbling, just run over and press square. The secret to getting steals is you need to be on the same side as the ball, so that way they kind of dribble into your body. The second method is more so for big men, but I can also do it on my guard as well. What I do is I stand behind my man so it baits him into cutting towards the basket. And then once he does get the ball, I run into the paint and get a block or at least a good contest. Some other ways to get easy progress is through passing lane steals, which for some reason the AI is just really dumb. Second, just overall play good defense. Things such as bodying up your defender, jumping at shooters, and getting rebounds will help your progression a ton. If you guys want to play this game unlimited times like I did, you need to win the first 2 challenges on the Knights section. Then on the third game, as you guys can see, the requirement is get 6 assists. So what I would recommend doing is get to 12 or 11 points on your own from either the shooting badge method or the finishing badge method. Then once you get here, you can start getting your assists. Getting these assists won't be hard at all out of pick and rolls. And there's also sometimes some easy passes when they start double teaming you. After the game, you should have maximum 5 assists. But even with only 5, you should still get some insane progression. As you guys can see, I get all my badge points and all that other stuff, and I get spawned right here. All I have to do is talk to this guy and the game just immediately starts. I can play the exact same challenge again. Like, you don't have to watch 2K TV, do some quests. Like, literally just do nothing. You just immediately start the next game with no delay whatsoever. Then in the next game, you can get your 12-ish points, your 5 assists, and just repeat this over and over again, which is pretty much how I maxed out my build. For me, I was pretty much able to get a whole badge every single game, which only takes like 5 to 7 minutes. So in like 6 to 7 hours, you can get max badges if you also rebirth the build. I would recommend breaking up your grind into 3 2-hour chunks over the course of 3 days, or just once in the morning, once midday, and then once closer to night. On current gen, there isn't like a full-blown glitch or method for max badges like there is on next gen, but there is a glitch for 99 overall though. On current gen, it's a lot easier to get to 99 overall, and it's a lot easier to get builds to a usable point, like not all the way with maxed out badges, but just to a point where you can use it in the park. Most builds on current gen have 50 to 60 badges, so if you rebirth them, you can get like 40% of your badges. And at that point already, you can probably take your build to the park. Additionally, if you do the My Player Nation games, you can get 2 times badge progression, making this process a ton faster. Overall, if you just combo together these 2 things, you'll have max badges in no time at all without having to no-life the game. It's honestly nuts how easy it is to get max badges this year. When you're in the game, you can do some of the same badge methods as next gen. The playmaking method and the defensive method are going to be the exact same thing as next gen, so go back in the video if you have to. But for finishing, I would recommend using off-ball screens to get open by holding L1. Then just follow the play drawn up for you for an easy lob. Also for shooting, you're going to want to do a jab step instead of a step back. Pretty much every time you do the jab step, the defender will back off and you can get an open 3 every single time. The step back does work on current gen, but in my opinion, this jab step is just way better. If you want to grind to 99 from 95 overall, then what most people would do is just play the game normally. However, there is a little glitch. I already showed you guys this, but pretty much all you have to do is make sure you're on pro difficulty in 5-minute quarters. Next, all you have to do for this glitch is get takeover and pop your takeover. The easiest way to get takeover is do whatever your takeover is. For example, if you have sharp takeover, then shoot 3s using the jab step method. Once you have done this, you're going to want to start fouling until you foul out. You should end with 20 to 30 points and be able to foul out in the first quarter. Additionally, if you did it correctly, you should get 99.9 every single time. Using this method, you can honestly hit 99 overall in a little over an hour. In my opinion, it's easier to get max badges on next gen, but easier to hit 99 overall on current gen. If you haven't made it this far into the video, let me know in the comments section. I honestly want to see who's rocking with me before 10K. Also, we're literally so close, so please check that you're subscribed. Tell your friends to subscribe. There's a dribble tutorial and a dribble 6 video on the screen right now. If you want to be able to dribble like me, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.